In this video, we'll talk about 6 habits of being a great subject matter expert. If you nail all 6 of these, your marketing and sales teams will be raving about you. You just started this new job and you're asked to help create a piece of content. Or maybe you've been at the company for a while, but you're just starting to do content the They Ask You Answer way. This course is designed to help you be a great subject matter expert and be better aligned with the marketing team at your company. So whether you're a salesperson, product designer, customer service rep, a manager, or something else entirely, this course will show you exactly what you need to do to be a great subject matter expert for your team. Number 1, create a habit of listening for topics. Great subject matter experts are constantly listening for worries, fears, and concerns from customers and prospects. Really great subject matter experts write those down when they hear them and immediately share them with the content manager or make sure they get shared in the revenue team meeting. Your content manager may even create a sales content sandbox, which is essentially a backlog list of topic ideas sorted and ranked by importance. You don't even necessarily have to be the person who will answer the topic or question. Knowing it's being asked by buyers makes it worth adding to the list. This helps make sure the most important questions get answered in a timely fashion, but no topic ever gets left behind or forgotten about. Habit number 2 is being willing and available. If a content manager or videographer approaches you about an interview, respond to them in a timely fashion and work to accommodate their request as best as you can. They understand that time is precious. However, your entire organization must choose to make content creation a priority, and this means making a little time for it. A content manager will always try to respect your calendar as best they can. But if your calendar is completely full of do not book blocks, they may have to book over one of those once in a while. Work with them to find a time that works best for you both and make it clear that you'll be happy to make it work if you're given advanced warning. Even better, if you can, volunteer to help out with a particular piece of content that's being created or has been requested. Being willing to serve as a go-to expert when the content creators have questions is a huge help. Habit 3 is to be invested in the process. Yes, this is similar to being willing, but it's more than that. To be a really great SME, challenge yourself to actually enjoy the process. You might find you actually like it. Plus, your content manager might be a newer employee or maybe even a young professional. Help put them at ease by being invested in the project. Even the smallest things like glancing at your watch or sighing out of boredom can make it feel like they're deeply inconveniencing you. Not only will this damage the employee's morale, it will also hurt your organization's content marketing initiative as a whole. Habit 4. Offer specific feedback. Typically, after your interview, the content manager will write a draft of the article and send it to you for feedback. It'd be so easy to just respond, "Sure, looks good," and move on with your day. However, there are 2 reasons why you should not do this. First, your content manager doesn't have the level of knowledge and expertise on the topic that you do. This is why you're asked to help. So they may interpret something you've said incorrectly or write something that's not true. This could make your company look bad, and if you're listed as the author, make it look like you don't actually know your stuff. Second, working together to create great content will strengthen the relationship you have with your content manager and lead to overall better content. So instead of giving vague feedback like, "This isn't right," or "I don't like that," be as specific as possible. You might say something like, "The phrasing here feels a little biased," or "It'd be more accurate to use this word." This will make your content better and in the end, generate more revenue. You can also give your content manager or videographer feedback about the process. If they didn't send you questions in advance, would you have preferred that? Be sure to let them know. If you like being on camera but are asked to do an article interview, maybe let them know you'd be open to a video next time. Working together will only make the process better, and that includes giving feedback about how that process is for you. Habit 5, understand the entire content creation process. While participating in content creation is immensely important, to really do it right, you need to understand the entire content creation process. The content department will work with subject matter experts like you to be clear on each person's individual area of expertise so they know who to reach out to for which pieces of content. Your responsibility as the SME is not to write articles. Your content team will handle that. You should expect to be sent an outline, participate in an interview, and review the content created from it. A great subject matter expert knows and respects that there is a robust, tried and tested process for writing and publishing high-quality They Ask You Answer articles. It's roughly a 2-week process that begins with a lot of research and ends with a quality assurance process to make sure that what's produced is a best-in-class They Ask You Answer piece of content. You should know when an article is published on the company website and be proactive in keeping up to date on what content is published. Your content writer will keep you informed when new things are published, but it's up to you to read that content all the way through. If you're in sales or customer service, challenge yourself to think about how you could be using this content in your process immediately. Here's an example of what a service level agreement between sales and marketing might look like. It outlines things like what the process looks like for creating content, how much time should be invested by each member of the team, what should happen when a new piece of content is created, how to read it without making any judgments, and more. You might want to consider creating a service level agreement for your team. Habit 6, our last one, is to encourage others on your team. When you serve as a subject matter expert for your content manager, you're giving the best support you can for the content marketing initiative. And when you lead by example, it's seen in the organization. The next step is to make sure others at your company know that you not only helped, but you enjoyed the process. Instead of complaining that you had to participate, share with others how easy the process was. Or if it wasn't easy, be sure to give that feedback to the content manager. If the process was especially smooth, you could talk to your leadership team and compliment the content manager. It would be much appreciated. Another way to support this initiative is to share the content you helped create once it's published. This may be in the form of a LinkedIn post or even just internally with your team. Follow up with your content manager to find out how the content's doing at driving traffic or being used in the sales process. This gives you the opportunity to celebrate small wins with your team and show that you're invested in the long-term success of content at your organization. Every action you take further normalizes the process and builds momentum for future content marketing plans.